like shit, all that good shit. So Stephen A. Smith was on his radio show and he said that he doesn't think even if Carmelo Anthony gets a job that he shouldn't get a farewell tour like Dirk Nowitzki and Dwayne Wade got or Kobe did a few years back. And he might have a point. I wouldn't put Melo in there, but Melo was a pretty damn good player. And he is a Hall of Famer. And he did lead Team USA a few years back and led them in scoring and all of that. Melo's name has been very, very disrespected. And like he says in the interview with First Take that he did this morning, a lot of people like yourself, meaning the media, y'all have pushed this narrative that I'm not worth it. I'm overrated. I'm this, I'm that. People say, oh, he's a liability on defense. Half the fucking NBA is a liability on defense. Do you watch basketball in 2019? Half the NBA doesn't play defense. So I'm not buying defense as an excuse. There's no reason why a guy who averaged, 13 points a game in Houston last year can't get a job. And I'm not saying a contender like the Warriors should mess up chemistry or let's say an up-and-coming contender like the Nets or the Kings are going to be up front, going to be coming up soon. The Nuggets. I'm not saying they should go after him. I think it wouldn't. What could it hurt you? You seen the Rockets. They had him for, 10 days, and they cut him, and they still went to the second round. But for this guy to not have a job with the resume that he has, it's ridiculous. And I can't help but to think he's been blackballed out of the league. When you just look at it and then look at the way the media just downplays him. It's like, what did he do? I don't know what he did, who he fucked, what he said. I mean, this is a guy who just a few years ago in 2013 averaged 28 points a game. I mean, come on. He was one of the best scorers of the league. His career average is 24 points. In 8 seasons, he did 24 points for 8 straight seasons. I mean, the work speaks for itself, and I just can't help but to think, what did he do to not be able to deserve a job? You mean the Orlando Magic is too good for Carmelo Anthony? The Bulls are too good. The Pacers are too good. The Knicks, all these other teams, they're too good for Melo? Come on, man. And I've never been a big Melo fan, and I know people who die for Melo and be in the barbershop, in the gym, and all that. Melo, Melo, Melo. But enough is enough. Like, come on. It was sad seeing him on TV vouching for a job. As if he's like, yo, come sign me, come get me. It's like when Adrian Peterson, a couple years ago, was on First Take after, he got hurt again and Minnesota let him go. And he was saying, Houston, come get me. I'm in good shape because he's from Houston. He wanted the Texans to sign him so he could go back home. And I'm like, a Hall of Famer, a first ballot Hall of Famer, that's what Adrian Peterson will be, similar to Melo, should not be begging for someone to sign them. It's sad when you see it come to that point. And yeah, they might have fell off a little bit, but these guys still have something in the tank. I could see if Melo came back and wasn't shit last year. He still could give you 13 points a game off the bench. So, I mean, I don't know exactly specifics on what went down, and it don't matter who he's friends with. He's friends with LeBron and Chris Paul and them, but that still doesn't really mean shit because he still can't get a job. I don't want to see Melo have to give up and go to the big three because he still has talent at this point in his career to still play in the NBA. He's 33, 34? Come on, man. That shit is ridiculous. There's no reason why Carmelo Anthony should be unemployed. Period.